Jerry Jones is hilarious, bruh. Look, man, all you goofy ass has-beens out there that's calling me every name under the sun simply because I'm pointing out the obvious to everybody and trying to get people off of this emotional roller coaster, trying to keep people from getting involved in a power struggle that's honestly between an agent and an owner. All of you guys are going to look so crazy when Micah inevitably signs that contract on the Joneses timeline, because that's what's going to happen, man. Jerry Jones came out and spoke about Micah Parsons' trade demand. And all I'm going to say is, access denied. It ain't about whether it's right or wrong, bruh. It's about whether or not what I'm telling you is the truth. And Jerry Jones' response to this whole situation lets you know, first of all, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this, Jerry said. Try again, Mr. Moolah Getter. Bruh, Jerry funny as hell for this. Let's get into it, bruh. And Micah ain't going nowhere, bruh. Man, shut your up. All right, so Jerry Jones has come out and essentially addressed the trade request from a Micah Parsons, bruh, which is hilarious because Micah literally has no leverage, bruh, and the Cowboys could franchise tag him 2 times back to back, and that franchise tag would actually be cheaper than whatever deal it is they actually trying to negotiate right now. So Moolah Getter better be careful, bruh, because Jerry looked like he in prime petty mode, and with these answers he giving as pertains to the negotiations and Micah's feelings being hurt, I don't think the Joneses is going to back down from this, and I don't think that what Moolah Getter was trying to do, which was essentially force the Joneses to talk to him, force the Joneses to negotiate when they were ready to negotiate, because that's what that trade request was about. It's not going to happen, bro. The Joneses going to keep doing what the hell the Joneses want to do. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all, bro. It ain't about right and wrong. It ain't about, this is morally right. This is more. Man, it's about real life. It's about facts, bro. And the facts are, Jerry said, he views this as the same contract negotiations with other top players. He said, quote, we're in good shape. This is negotiation. His message to Cowboys fans, Jones said, quote, don't lose any sleep over it. And that's all I was trying to tell y'all, bro. Don't lose no sleep over this. Micah is being very immature with this. He's being very premature with pulling the trigger on the trade request because honestly, it just kind of showed how desperate they are to talk to the front office right now. Jerry, he got them right where he want them. He know Micah's chomping at the bit to get these negotiations started to the point to when they finally do make that call, when they finally are ready to negotiate, bro, Micah's going to be trying to get that mug done as quick as possible, bro. Jerry know exactly what he's doing. This is hilarious to me, bro. This is hilarious to me. By making Micah Parsons request a trade, David Mulligetta essentially put Micah Parsons in a position of weakness. Because now it kind of exposed Micah Parsons in a sense as far as his maturity level and where his focus actually is and all that leadership talk and all that stuff. You ain't too concerned about being a leader, bruh, if you did this to Brian Schottenheimer in his first training camp. We want Micah! We want Micah! We want Micah! We want Micah! And regardless of what y'all want to say, bruh, Micah did that, bro. There was none of this going on. There were no riots happening before Micah added all this fuel to the fire. See, if y'all want to talk about people being hypocrites and bootlickers and all that stuff, what about y'all? Y'all ain't being bootlickers for the players? Y'all ain't being company men for the agents, for the NFL agents? By sitting here just being blind to what's actually happened, which is this is a negotiation tactic, and they are trying to force the negotiation to take place on their terms. And the Joneses are like, we're not ready yet. We're working on other guys right now. We'll get to Micah. We know that this is going to be a highest paid contract in NFL. We'll get to Micah. Jerry also said this as it pertains to the negotiations. He said, quote, I wouldn't be standing here with you if I didn't think we potentially had a great future with Micah Parsons. We're in good shape. This is negotiation, but make no mistake about it. Life has to go on if something happens to me or anybody else. Life does go on. That's going to make Micah mad, too, because Jerry pretty much letting them know, like, hey, man, you're not about to stop no train. Don't know one monkey stop no show, man. They asked Jerry Jones, does he think his relationship with Micah Parsons is salvageable? Jerry said this after a long pause, quote, I think the relationship is what it is. I like Micah. Again, Jerry ain't worried. This didn't make Jerry in the front office start jumping and grabbing, clutching pearls and stuff, bro. This right here, this was a very, very ill-advised move from an NFL agent who's trying to tango with Jerry Jones, who's one of the most staunch businessmen in the entire NFL, bro. Good luck, bro. This is a power struggle, bro. This is a power struggle between an agent who's already been looked at as the $1 billion man, the max dollar man, the guy's going to get max dollars for all his clients, and Jerry Jones, one of the most powerful owners in the NFL, bro. And if you don't think that this is the owner sending a message to them agents right now, like, hey, bro, y'all don't control a damn thing, then y'all are out y'all mind. And if you as a fan of the Dallas Cowboys aren't at least willing to be neutral, I'm not saying you have to pick a side. You ain't got to pick a side because both of them are Cowboys entities. You got the ownership, you got the player. They're both Cowboys entities. But if you as a Cowboy fan aren't at least willing to be neutral so that your ownership can actually properly do their job and get the deals that they want done for their organization in the way that they want them done so they can do business and carry out business the way they want to carry out business, then I don't know what to tell you, bro, because at the end of the day, whether you're a content creator, fan, or media member, none of these folks know how to run an organization better than anybody else. Otherwise, they'd be running somebody else's organization right now. Right now. So all this know-it-all stuff, y'all got to cut it out, bro. And I love the energy that Jerry's doing with this, bro, because this is exactly how he should be handling this. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said it did not anger him to read Micah Parsons' message/trade request. He said, quote, not a bit. I can't tell you how many hundreds of times I've heard that negotiation. When Jones has been asked about fans yelling for him to sign Parsons, he continues to point out how loud fans were last year when they wanted him to sign CeeDee Lamb. Quote, it was just so much louder walking off this field last year with Lamb. Bro, Jerry Jones is incredibly petty, bro. This man is incredibly petty, bro. And this is what James Slater had to say about this. He said, I'm told the offer would have made him the highest paid defensive player at the time, but nothing was ever written down. No offer sheet, etc. Of course, he got his agent involved. Anyone would. I'm told Micah was not under the impression the terms were ironed out. It was discussed, agreed upon, but then he wanted to loop agent in. The agent likely said, let's be smart here. There are other guys doing deals, and anything Jerry thought he wanted a discussion is now up for negotiation. During the tense negotiations with D-Law, they hopped on a call and they ironed things out. But the whole thing and now this stare down of sorts is wild to me. So Jane is even kind of baffled by the stare down, and this is only happening because Micah them trying to force the Joneses to do business when they want them to do business. This is literally, that's the part I just don't understand, bro. We sit here talking about the Joneses being distractions and get mad at them being a distraction when all off season, all training camp, we've been focused on shoddy, the football, the good guys and the bad guys and all this stuff. And this is my last day blowing a training camp period day, talking about contract drama, bruh. But we sitting there, we focused on the football. We didn't stop focusing on the football until Micah pushed the big red button. So if we gonna sit here and be real with ourselves, bruh, we gotta be honest and say, man, Micah just manifested the biggest distraction that anybody has manifested all offseason simply because he ready to hurry up and get paid, bro. That's literally it. Because he hasn't waited longer than Zach Martin. He hasn't waited longer than Dak. He hasn't waited longer than Zeke. He hasn't waited longer than CeeDee Lamb. Those are the most recent dudes and dudes that he's played with at some point. He hasn't waited longer than any of those guys for this contract. So Jerry Jones should be approaching this like, bruh, I'm not worried about this. I got control over this man's contract for at least the next 2 seasons. And if he want to get cute and not play and all that, cool. Then you're just going to end up messing your career up like Le'Veon Bell did. Good luck. Good luck. So, Jerry, shut that joint down. Ain't no trades happening. Philly fans, everybody else, we gonna get Micah. Go ahead and put your pity whackers back up because you ain't about to stick it in nothing, bro. Y'all ain't getting nothing, bro. I am with this energy, bro. Whether y'all like Jerry Jones or not, whether you believe his business practices are right or wrong, it's his business practices, it's his business, and y'all try to go to y'all jobs, y'all try to go to y'all bosses and tell them how to run their businesses and what to do with their businesses. And also, at the end of the day, the stuff Jerry them doing, it ain't all that different from any other franchise in the NFL. I already just posted a video on that earlier, so if you want the proof to that, go look at that, bro. So all y'all can quit. Nobody else is attacking their players. The Ravens colluded against Lamar Jackson. What are we talking about? They literally colluded against Lamar Jackson, bro. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? We have seen ownership and GMs and stuff come out and take shots. It's just not covered as much because they're not the Cowboys. So cut it out, man. It's DC4L over here. Micah Parsons going to be a Cowboy, and I'm going to support all of our Cowboys, and we all want Micah to be a Cowboy. But at the end of the day, Micah got to learn his damn place, bro. You are not the owner, bro. You a player. You a player. And your agent is about to play you out of a good situation, to be honest. Because you went from being one of Jerry's favorites to now Jerry looking at you like, man, this amateur, I've done this plenty of times. I ain't worried about Micah. Man, this is, bro, that's the funniest response Jerry could have gave. He didn't even throw no shots back at Mike. He was just like, bro, I ain't worried about that. Not worried about that. Don't lose no sleep over that Cowboys fan. So y'all heard Jerry. We focus back on training camp, bro. We not worried about it. Mike ain't going nowhere. And he has no power. No power in this situation, y'all. That is what it is. We talk about them Cowboys.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.